There's no denying that the Assassin's Creed games have been losing momentum among fans and critics alike. Unity, while being a decent entry, was widely criticized due to its bugs. Many also felt that the plot has lost its course and anything regarding the evil Templars, Abstergo, or its DNA time machine, the Animus, feel forced. Does Syndicate finally answer all these problems, or is it simply another pointless entry in this long-running franchise? Assassin's Creed Syndicate takes place in 1886 during the Industrial Revolution and stars two main assassins instead of one, Jacob and Evie, both siblings trying to become part of the Assassin's Creed to stop the Templars and free London. However, their young, immature nature makes them impatient during training. They decide to ditch their master, head straight to London and meet the revolutionist Henry Green, and begin freeing the city one street at a time. While London is a beautiful city filled with real-life and fictional characters, one can't help but feel that both Jacob and Evie are somewhat lacking in the thinking department. Their trust in strangers and erratic planning don't really make them stand out. It also doesn't help that a lot of events just sort of feel exceptionally convenient, such as meeting Henry Green on a random rooftop or doing missions for strangers because reasons. It doesn't really have the strong opening the series has been known for, that's for sure. Things just sort of end up happening and you need to do it. As a result, you don't really end up feeling anything towards these characters and slowly begin losing interest in the plot. Syndicate plays pretty similar to Unity. Holding down the right trigger, for instance, will take care of most of the parkour and wall climbing. The combat system, however, has been revised, featuring more counters and grabs, similar to the Batman Arkham games. One of the biggest changes, though, is the inclusion of a leveling system. Before beginning a mission or engaging an enemy, it's important to know the level you're about to encounter. If the enemy level is too high, for example, you will be struggling. It's a similar system we see a lot in today's games such as Witcher 3 and Destiny, and it makes things a bit more challenging than what we're used to. Another element that's been changed is how you tackle each stealth mission. For example, when trying to assassinate someone who's residing in a castle, I had several options to go in. One included the option of finding an informant, while the other involved finding the right guard and stealing the key. This helped give each mission its own unique twist and help add more replay value. Outside of assassin missions, you will mostly be taking care of gang warfare. This is Syndicate's selling point, as players will be tasked to several missions such as killing a target, kidnapping an informant, and beating up thugs to liberate streets in London. Liberating these streets gain you respect and more support, which can be summoned. Eventually you can fight the gang leader, which will result in an all-out gang war. Beating the competition will raise your power and control over London. This will unlock more XP and add more abilities. Certain special abilities or tools, such as the grappling hook, are also unlocked by defeating gang leaders. While an interesting idea, gang warfare doesn't really fit very well with the Assassin's Creed world. At times I would occasionally forget that I'm playing as a deadly assassin when I'm creating an army full of thugs. Some power-ups also break up the game's challenge, particularly the stealth camo Evie eventually unlocks. This will make her go completely invisible as long as you're standing still. This also eliminates the need to run around and look for a hiding spot, and also makes each mission feel cheap and easy, almost like you're playing with a cheat code. Speaking of stealth, Syndicate doesn't really do well in that location. There were occasional times when I would zoom next to or stand in front of an enemy at a reasonable distance and they wouldn't do anything but stand there looking around. After playing stealth games such as the Phantom Pain, seeing AI behavior like this really broke the immersion. Assassin's Creed Syndicate is a decent entry, but it's also a worrying one. During my playthrough, I couldn't help but feel that Ubisoft was trying their best to keep the franchise relevant. Gang warfare again felt really out of place and seemed like it belonged more in a mafia-type game than one that involves assassins. This was a series that respected its lore and the Brotherhood, and now all of a sudden I'm managing thugs. It just really felt off. I only hope that by next year Ubisoft really gives an Assassin's Creed game that we've been waiting for, but for now I guess this will have to do.